So we've had an extremely turbulent ride recently in the world of crypto, with pretty much all altcoins coming down substantially, apart from one. One has actually recently made a new all-time high, and that one is, of course, Casper. Now, Casper is one of our largest positions in our public portfolio. It's done incredibly well over time. And today I want to discuss why it's doing well, why I think it's going to continue to do well, and why I plan to continue to hold this and potentially dollar cost average into this more as time goes on. We're going to discuss opportunities for dollar cost averaging, price predictions, and why I think Casper is going to do very well going into this bull run. So if you are new to my channel, I make cryptocurrency content each and every day. So smash that subscribe button. We've been making some phenomenal gains here in crypto, both in our portfolio, our YouTube DCA that we've made over $7,000 in profit on so far. And of course, we have our trades. I opened a trade yesterday for Ethereum and we are in over $2,600 of profit since then. So if you want to stay up to date with what I'm doing in this market, you can smash the subscribe button, and you can also come and join my Patreon where you can see my trades each and every day. I break them down and describe exactly what I'm doing. Now, if we do jump over to Casper, Casper on the month is up 6.88%. On the year, it's up almost 550%, which is very, very well, right? But if we see here, recently, we actually made all-time highs. We made all-time highs on Casper for a few different reasons. But as you can see, it's been on a very, very strong uptrend. Right now, sitting at a $4 billion market cap. If we do check our public portfolio here, we can see our best performer is Kaspa. So far, our worst performer is Alphium. This portfolio was built basically from me researching and finding the projects with the strongest communities. So please let me know down there in the comment section if you know of a project with a really strong community that isn't listed here. Our number one performer here is Jasmy, slightly better than Kaspa, but in percent gains, we actually have done better on Casper. It's just simply because we dollar cost averaged more into Jasmy quicker. So it actually did really well. So we actually have a higher holding of that. But Casper itself doing very well. Now you can see pretty much all of the other altcoins that we have in this portfolio are in a red. And this is why it's so important to actually have a diverse portfolio. Another reason why I think focusing on newer cycle cryptos could actually prove to be one of the best options we have. Now I must say something here, guys. Right now, right in this moment, we are having a pullback in Bitcoin and in the altcoins, significantly more in the altcoins. And right now, from around mid-May or the start of May, so the mid of 2023 till now, we've made very nice gains, but it's actually been better to simply dollar cost average into Bitcoin. Now, I believe that this is going to dramatically change when we go into an alt season. And if we open up this chart here, we can see we are currently in a Bitcoin season. Every time we are down here in a Bitcoin season, we do, however, pump directly into an altcoin season. Okay, guys, that's what's to come next. But right now, it has been better to simply buy and dollar cost average into Bitcoin. So if you are looking for an option that is still risky, but lower risk, but still very high reward, as we see, we are up significantly overall in just over a year. Bitcoin can be the best option for you. You don't need to waste your time researching different opportunities, risking different opportunities, diversifying all of that. You can just simply buy and hold Bitcoin until you feel it is a good time to sell it. That's something that I always want you guys to be aware of, okay? There is that option. But Casper itself, okay, doing very well. Why has it recently done well? Well, one of the things we had is Marathon Digital mining or starting to mine. They are the biggest, they are one of the biggest, if not the biggest miner out there. They've mined 15 million in Casper tokens for revenue diversification. Imagine they are catching a project like Casper at a $4 billion market cap, and it goes on to, let's say, even just do a 10x. Their 15 million would be 150 million. That's an insane return for a publicly traded company. And on top of that, we do have Casper with their KRC20 tokens. So I do have a little bit of my thoughts around this. They have their new KRC20 standard, which will be like ERC20, like some of the other things that we see in this market. And I think that this will actually mean that there will be the next generation of meme coins potentially built on Kaspa. As we know, Meme coins are basically what have spurred on the massive run and the massive retail engagement in Solana. Retail engagement is absolutely massive in this space, and it does help to make market caps like 65 million. Now, I think that it's easiest to compare Casper to projects like this, maybe projects like Cardano, which so far haven't really produced what I thought they were going to do, or what a lot of the market thought they were going to do. I actually haven't got back into Cardano since I sold mine, not at the peaks, but near the peaks in the last bull run. They haven't shown me that they're really worthwhile yet. But maybe it's one of those ones that are just waiting, a giant waiting for an absolutely explosion to happen. Now, KRC20, I think, is big for this. This is great news. If meme coins start being launched on this and we get a massive meme coin, like say a Brett, a Pepe, a Doge, a Shiba, one of those, it could be absolutely incredible. So I'd keep my eyes peeled for that opportunity, because getting the winner on Casper could be a game changer. As we know, Brett on base is an absolute game changer. And I think this is going to bring retail into a project that they otherwise don't really know exists, in my opinion. A lot of people don't even know that Casper exists. So if we look at the chart here, 17 cents, right, is where we sit right now. If you just wanted to wait for a DCA, I actually think if you wanted to buy at the top here, you found out about it when they launched the KRC20 news and Marathon Digital started. Right now is actually quite a nice pullback. Now, if you wanted a technical pullback, I would say, you know, these sorts of regions here, maybe 10 cents, maybe around 14 cents. Those are where you want to dollar cost average. However, we don't know if we're going to go there. If the market does switch from here, you might completely miss your opportunity. So what I like to do is I always dollar cost average into positions. I don't do lump sum buying. That's not what I do, because I think it's too risky. In the world of stocks and shares, it can be better to lump sum buy. There has been studies that prove that the S&P 500 lump sum buying is better, but I believe that DCAing into volatile assets is much better, much safer, and more what I want to do. You guys, please do whatever it is you want to do. So what I do is I dollar cost average. Let's say, for example, if I didn't have any Casper right now, it's at 17 cents. It's come down significantly from the recent highs. Now, if I wanted to say put in $1,000 today, I would put in $100. Then if we dropped more tomorrow, another $100. If we drop more the next day, another $100. The next one, more the next day or the next week, another $100. Next more the next week, the next month, whatever it is, another $100 until I reach my $1,000. And then I've averaged my price down. Now, if the price starts to shift, I won't panic buy because I'm scared of missing out. I will simply let that ride. Once it rides and the euphoria takes place, I normally then just take some profits. I then wait for a pullback and then I put those profits in. I don't so much care about what I've missed out on because I didn't buy it all at the right time or whatever it is. That doesn't bother me. I buy when the market is fearful and I sell when the market is euphoric. That's how I have managed to generate the most amount of capital for myself. There are probably better options and better traders than me out there, but that's how I personally do it. Not trying to time the perfect tops and bottoms, not putting all my money in the market, because if I put all my money in the market and it collapses tomorrow, we have a Black Swan event, what can I do? I've only put 10% in today and it collapses tomorrow, I get to buy more and it's great. It's a great opportunity. With that said, where do I think Casper might go next with the light of potential huge multi-billion or multi-million dollar meme coins? Well, what we can do is we can compare to previous cycles and previous cryptos. Right now, Ethereum sits at just under $400 billion. I don't think Casper will reach this anytime soon, but of course, that's sort of the potential of where the market might go. But if we look at Ethereum, in what I think the best opportunity would be is here, right? Let's switch that into the old market cap. So we can see here in the 2018 bull run, in Ethereum's real first big, vigorous bull run upwards, right? We got the 2017, 2018 bull run. It reached a high of about $123 billion. $123 billion. So that would be for Casper, 40, 80, like a 25x maybe from here, 25x from here, which I don't think that that is something unachievable for its first real strong bull run if the system works, right? If the KRC20 narrative works. You can see they are experiencing issues, right? Of course they will, just like Solana did. Solana experienced many, many issues over its time, and it still came back stronger and better than ever. Solana right now sits at a $65 million market cap. Let's put that all and compare it to where it was in the last bull run. Its first real bull run. 75, 80. Let's call it $80 billion, right? That's where it's at, which for Casper would be a 20x from here. Of course, I think Solana was a little bit further at the start of that bull run, a little bit further in their narrative and the working of the ecosystem. KRC20 does not work yet. We're not trading it yet. There's not meme coins being built on it, that sort of thing. But it could be very soon, and it could be the first bull run we see. So something like a 10 or a 20x. I think a $40 billion market cap for Casper is a conservative amount, which would be about $1.60. That's the conservative, bearish, idea for where this might go. And then my bullish idea for where this might go is around the 120, just like Ethereum did in the very first bull run. Now, we would need the entire market cap to do significant moves, okay? The entire market cap to do significant moves, Bitcoin to finally make some significant moves. And then I think it is possible for opportunities like Casper to do that. Now, one thing I don't like to see on the internet is people telling you to go all in on anything. I don't believe the right thing to do is to go all in on anything unless maybe you're only picking Bitcoin. Because I see Bitcoin, it's kind of like having the finger on the pulse of the entire market. It's kind of like the S&P 500. So if you are all in on Bitcoin, your dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, I'm kind of okay with that. But I wouldn't suggest being all in on Casper, all in on Solana, all in on Ethereum, all in on XRP, all in on ADA. That's just my own personal opinion. You guys can have other opinions in that, whatever you want. That's my opinion. I think that Casper has a very good chance of doing at least a 10x, and it belongs in my portfolio. And I wanted to give you this video as my thoughts and opinions around what I think about Casper. I do think it's going to do very well, and I do want to hear from you guys down there in the comment section what you think. Now, if you are looking for a place where you can also trade, trade Casper, that is. I actually have been doing some trades on Casper. I'm trying to catch a good opportunity for Casper to go long. I keep missing out on it. I keep having my stop loss a little bit too tight, but this is what I'm looking for. And this platform, MARGEX, is the one that I'm using right now a lot. The reason why I'm using it is because you can use other altcoins as collateral. So when I'm trading Casper, I can actually use Casper as my collateral. So if I only want to hold Casper, I don't want to hold anything else, I can transfer my Casper to MARGEX. I can make best of the deposit bonuses, and then I can use Casper, let's say 10 Casper, and I can use 10x, and I can then buy 100 Casper and wait for that to potentially go up. Then when I take profits, I'm actually taking profits in Casper itself. I did a very recent trade for Solana like this, and I generated from 15 Solana, 100 Solana. You can see the video right here if you do want to check that out. Now, I will also leave a video on how I've been trading Casper on MARGEX at the end of this, so please click on that. And if you do want to sign up to MARGEX, get the deposit bonuses, start trading, there is no KYC or VPN required to use this exchange. So all of the links are going to be down there in the description. Hopefully I've provided some value today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.